You can't do this. I feel the conflict within you. Let go of your hate.
It is too late for me, son.
We would be honored if you would join us.
It's no surprise anymore that Kylo Ren in The Force Awakens has an obsession with Darth Vader. How he wants to finish what he started and keep the Sith vision alive. He obviously knows about the Emperor and his grand plan to take over the galaxy. He even knew the Empire's use of clones, as Kylo threatens Hux to revert back to the cloning process at one point in the film. Kylo's turn to the dark is impeded by his constant temptation to turn to the light, whereas Anakin's story arc was the exact opposite, with the dark constantly calling upon him. With the immense building pressure that Kylo puts on himself to finish the path Vader started with Palpatine and the Empire, it raises the question, does he not know that after all the pain and suffering that Vader caused and went through, that he turned back to the light to save Luke? Surely Luke would have told him at some point. Well, as it turns out, there's no mention that Luke told him. Rather, it was Snoke that revealed to him. In the novelization of The Force Awakens, during the scene where Kylo was summoned by Snoke to speak to him, he tells him that had Vader not failed because of his turn back to the light, the Empire would have succeeded. I'm now going to read the piece from the novel, and I'm going to try my best to animate it with the voice of Snoke.
Yes, such a simple thing, such a foolish error of judgment, a momentary lapse in an otherwise exemplary life. Had Lord Vader not succumbed to emotion at the crucial moment, had the father killed the son, the Empire would have prevailed. And there would be no threat of Skywalker's return today.
I am immune to the light, Ren assured him confidently.
By the grace of your training, I will not be seduced.
Where then Snoke says,
We shall see.
And disappears, ending the hologram transition. Also, I will add, it's been reported that J.J. Abrams mentions in an interview with IGN that Kylo Ren idolizes Darth Vader, not Anakin Skywalker. He idolizes what Vader represents and what Vader was trying to do. The idea that Vader didn't succeed, if you look at it from Rey's point of view, he was seduced by the enemy and failed because of that seduction. So the idea is that Ren wants to complete the thing that Vader started. Firstly, I'd like to say, even though this is probably nothing, but I find it kind of strange how JJ refers to Rey's point of view, kind of like how Obi-Wan does in the films.
From a certain point of view.
A certain point of view?
My question to this is, if Kylo knew that Vader eventually turned back to the light, then why would he be trying to summon him with the premise of finishing his dark deeds and ruling the galaxy as a power-hungry Sith wannabe? It seems like Vader, who is now a Force ghost of the light, would only return for those of the light side of the Force, and to those seeking guidance as a Jedi. Also, we should note how Snoke refers to Vader as Lord Vader, even after his death. He still calls him by the title of Lord, which is represented as someone greater than, or that of a god. This makes me question if Snoke sees himself as greater or lesser than Vader was. Or perhaps it's just mutual respect. Regardless, what are your thoughts about Kylo's obsession with Vader, even though we know that both Snoke and Kylo are aware of Anakin's redemption? Do you think Kylo will stay in the dark, or will he succumb to the light side of the Force? Let me know below. Don't forget to hit like if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's episode of Star Wars Theory. Until then, my fellow Jedi and Sith friends, remember,
The Force will be with you. Always.
Now, fulfill your destiny.